Hey you guys, welcome back. Today I have a super fun video that I wanted to make for you guys for a long time, and I got some questions when I asked you guys for some Q&A questions about starting a YouTube channel and just YouTube in general. So I thought that I would make this video for you guys. I have had my channel here now for a little over a year, and I have learned a ton. And I thought that I would share all of that with you guys. As a smaller channel, some of the stuff that I share is probably going to be a little bit different than if you were to click on a channel that has 1 million subscribers and they're giving you their YouTube do's and don'ts. This is going to be like when you're really just a mom starting out wondering if you should start a YouTube channel. So I have a couple do's and don'ts, and then I'm going to get into the questions for you guys. So like I said, I've had my channel for a little over a year, and along the way I have learned some things. So I'm going to give you the good news first, and these are the do's if you are considering starting a YouTube channel. These are things I would recommend that you do. The first one is have a goal or a mission. So I don't think it's ever a good idea, in my opinion, to start a channel without a reason for starting a channel. Really identifying what it is that you want to share and why you want to share it is going to help you keep your channel focused, and it's going to help you connect and reach the people you want to reach with your channel. I think if your goal is to make money and make a lot of it really fast, then starting a YouTube channel is probably not the way to go about that. I think you could probably go to Target and get a job as a cashier and make more money doing that than starting a YouTube channel, at least in my experience. So it really has to be goal-driven and mission-oriented, in my opinion. The second thing that I would recommend, and I look back on my videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's inevitable that when you look back at some of your old videos, you're like, whoa, those were horrible. But is to just be yourself. So it is super awkward and super uncomfortable when you start filming yourself and talking to your phone or your camera or sharing parts of your life or, you know, whatever. But truthfully, being yourself is just going to make your videos so much more authentic, and it's going to really help you connect with people who you want to connect with. And so I always recommend being yourself, but especially when you are starting a YouTube channel. Don't try to replicate something you've seen or say it the way they say it. Just be you. The third thing that kind of goes along with that is being confident. I thankfully have not received a lot of hate on my channel, but there are definitely those people that just go through YouTube and push thumbs down on the videos just to do it. Like, how can you thumbs down a homeschool room tour or something like that? It's just like, come on, guys. So you have to be confident. Anytime you put information out there, you have to be prepared for somebody to come back at you, and you have to realize that you can't take everything personally, and you have to really be confident in what you're doing and the way you're doing it, or what you're sharing and why you're sharing it, so that those types of things don't throw you off. And the last do I have for you is to be consistent with uploading if you want to see your channel succeed. I can't tell you guys, when I started YouTube, I really was just uploading whenever I could or whenever I had time. And I quickly realized that I needed to have some sort of consistent uploading schedule to really experience what I was hoping to experience on YouTube. So once I started doing that, I saw that it was very helpful and very beneficial. So it can be discouraging when you're just starting out and you're only at a few hundred subscribers or something to feel like you're working really hard on uploading and editing and all those things. But if you can just stay consistent, you will start to see that momentum occur with your channel, if that is what is going to happen with your channel. Now, bad news. Let's get into the don'ts. here are the things that I say you should not do when you are starting a YouTube channel. And the first one is buy expensive equipment. I really think that you need to see if this is something you're gonna continue to do. At the end of the day, if your channel is gonna succeed, it is really not going to be dependent on the kind of camera you used or the background behind you, or if you have a ring light or any of those things. Now, can those help your video quality later on? Yes, they can. But when you're just starting out, I don't think it's wise to go and spend a lot of money on equipment. The second thing, which this one is personal to me, you guys, is when you're starting your channel, do not sign any contracts. And when I say that, you might not even know what I mean. So there are companies out there that will partner with YouTube creators, and they take a percentage of your revenue from your channel when you sign an agreement with them. And they tell you, you know, that they're gonna be there to help you, and they're gonna help you with your channel growth and all these things, and it sounds like a really good idea. In my experience, it was a bad idea, and it is something that I wish I did not do. So that is why I'm sharing it with you guys. That has just been my experience. I realize that there are plenty of networks out there that are helpful, but in my experience, that is something I wish I had not done when I started my YouTube channel. So I am telling you guys, don't do it. The third thing that is a don't is don't become obsessed with likes and views and subscribers and all of that. Now, yes, depending on your goal, those things are important, and they are important to me, but you can't let that become more important than what you're sharing, and if it's really helping somebody or making a difference. That should be the number one thing, and the likes, subscribers, comments, and all those other things can be secondary to that, because it would become very discouraging and very easy to be obsessed with those numbers, and I obviously don't recommend that. The next one is something that I really wrestled with. It was, there's enough homeschool moms talking about things on YouTube. They don't need me. Or really the fitness area, because there are so many fitness YouTube people. They don't need to hear from me. But really, your story is unique to you. And so don't be afraid to share about something that is popular just because you think there's enough people already doing it for you. Your journey, your story is unique to you, and you're going to connect with people on a different level and in different ways than other people can. And so don't feel like there's too many fish in the pond that like no one needs to hear what you have to say, because everybody's voice and experience and opinion is valuable. So those are my do's and don'ts, you guys, for starting a YouTube channel. I wish someone would have told me some of those things. And now I just have a couple of questions that I got. These were actually a private message question. And so we are gonna just go on with this. This is all related to YouTube. Stephanie wanted to know, do people in my real life watch my YouTube channel? I don't know. I know some people because they have made comments or like, oh, I saw your video or something like that. But as far as like family members, near and far, I honestly don't know, because they don't comment and they don't tell me, and I'm not like, hey, did you watch my video? So I don't know if they watch them. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I think a lot of people silently watch YouTube videos, so I'm not really sure on that. Has my family had any opinions about my YouTube channel? No. And if they did, I would not care, because I learned a long time ago to live my life for myself and not for other people. And so yeah, if they didn't like my channel, I would say I'm sorry, but I wouldn't let it deter me from continuing on. She also asked, how do I feel about sharing my kids on YouTube? Do we have any like privacy concerns or issues? Now that one, yes and no. So I'm not at the place where I feel like daily vlogging or anything like that, where people are really getting to see a lot of my kids, is something I want to do. I don't mind the occasional day in the life video where they're on there, but like where they are interacting with the camera, I'm not there yet. I really researched like internet privacy and just security things, and we have background in our family with those things. And so as far as like safety concerns go, there are things that I don't do and don't share and stuff like that in the ways that I approach like my Instagram and my social media, just for safety. But yeah, I don't really have a concern with like YouTube in general with my kids, but just I don't feel like I want them in front of the camera all the time. This is something that I wanted to do. Now, I don't mind sharing a little bit of their lives or a little bit of their school or this or that, and they know that I have a YouTube channel, but they're not the primary focus of this channel. And maybe they will be one day, maybe they won't be, but right now they're not. And so that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I hope this helps any of you guys out there that are thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I would love to know your thoughts on it. Have you ever thought about it? What's held you back? And if you have a channel, let me know down in the comments. I would love to check out what you're creating. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. These are my YouTube do's and don'ts when you're starting out. And I wish any of you guys success out there who decide to be brave and start sharing your life on YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Bye. If you have any more for me, go ahead and